Okay, our computers are set up. We're ready to roll. We're ready to get building stuff. We're ready to start hand coding with a little bit of HTML. But you know, before we get to all that stuff, I want to spend a little bit of time really giving you a solid foundation in HTML. Imagine I'm like pouring this concrete foundation on top of which you're going to build your skills and spring forth to be a wonderful web designer if that's your intention. So we're going to talk about what HTML is. I want to give you a sort of a visual concept of how HTML works, and we'll talk about elements and attributes and inline elements, and we'll talk a little bit about cascading style sheets, CSS, which really is a separate topic, but it does tie in, and I want to try and give you sort of an overall picture of how all this works. So, you know, there's really no better place to begin than to answer the question, what is HTML, or what is Xhtml? I think that's where I'm going to start. Have you heard of that, Xhtml? What the heck is that all about? Well, here's the deal. Back in 2000, so about 10 years ago, the W3C, that's the World Wide Web Consortium, announced that the current version of HTML, which was HTML4, would be reformulated into Xhtml1, or Xhtml version 1. So Xhtml is HTML4 written as an XML application. So Xhtml combines the flexibility of HTML with the extensibility of XML. Did you get all that? Now, you know what? As a designer, I mean, if you're coming at this, you want to build websites, you want to build blogs, you want to build e-commerce stores and things like this, from a design standpoint, none of that matters. Quite honestly, it really doesn't make a difference for you. So if you're sitting there going, I got to learn Xhtml, and I got to learn XML, and I got to learn HTML, don't worry about it. It really the last 30 seconds of your life you can pretty much forget. Don't get hung up on it. Don't worry about it. Much more importantly is what we have coming up next. What I want to do is, again, I want to really give you sort of the bare fundamentals of what HTML is and how it works. So what I've done here is I swiped a couple of lessons off of the 10-ton Dreamweaver DVD, and I've stuck them in here for you. So the next few lessons are actually from 10-ton Dreamweaver, and they really give you a solid foundation, again, in this thing called HTML. So go ahead and watch them, and I will catch up with you in just a few minutes, and we'll take it from there.